The story of Atlantis has intrigued people for 2,000 years. The big question is, did Atlantis really exist, or was it just a figment of Plato's immense imagination? The story was retold by Plato in 360 BC. As the tale goes, the great Socrates sat with three men to tell stories of ancient Athens. One of these men was Critias. He told how his grandfather met an Athenian poet and sage called Solon. Solon had visited Egypt and met with the priests, who compared Egypt and Athens. In this dialogue was the story of Atlantis. According to the Egyptians, via Solon and Critias's grandfather, and Critias to Socrates, through to Plato, once upon a time there was a mighty empire. On an island in the Atlantic Ocean, this empire was called Atlantis, and it ruled over a great area. Its founders were half gods and half human. They had a mighty navy. Atlantis itself was made up of concentric islands separated by moats linked by canals. Civilization was rich with gold and silver and many other precious metals. At the centre was a great capital city. Plato told how Atlantis was over 10,000 years old. They worshipped Poseidon. The first king was called Atlas, and so the land named Atlas and the surrounding sea the Atlantic. This civilization was very highly advanced in many areas: temples of gold and silver, bathhouses, gymnasia, 10,000 chariots and a huge population. Atlantis waged war, and when facing Athens they were defeated. In consequence, the gods swept Atlantis into the sea in a day and a night, with huge floods and earthquakes, lost into the pages of history for all time. Although a fantastical story, some people believe it just that, a story. A tall tale meant to show how greed can lead to disaster. Many believe the story is historical fact, a lost empire, which if rediscovered would perhaps be the most significant discovery of all time. Although Atlantis' location has been lost to time, there are many theories about its location. According to Plato, Atlantis could be found just beyond the Pillars of Heracles. This is thought to be in the Straits of Gibraltar. One other idea is that Atlantis was a mid-Atlantic continent suddenly swallowed by the ocean. Another idea is Atlantis is Antarctica. As it goes, Antarctica shifted south around 12,000 years ago and was swallowed completely by the ice. One leading theory is that Atlantis is really the story of the Minoan civilization, which flourished in the Greek islands from 1600 to 2500 BC. The Minoan Empire was destroyed by an eruption and a tidal wave. Perhaps the strongest idea on the location of the great civilization finds itself in southern Spain, in the national park of Diana. As technology improves and our understanding of history becomes clearer, we may one day be able to prove whether or not the once great lost civilization of Atlantis really existed and where it may be located. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, like it by hitting the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more great paranormal videos. Thanks very much.